Hey guys, Chris again from ClassicVWBugs.com, and in this tip I'm going to show you how to pad up your doorpost areas when it comes to installing your headliner. This section is the first part that you're going to want to install when it comes to putting in your new headliner. So what I'm going to show you here is I use a felt material and I basically roll it to give it a nice rounded look, so your headliner will look nice and uniform, nice rounded posh look with little to no wrinkles. So what I use is this felt material that I used to get at Lowe's and Home Depot by a company called Armstrong. I'm having a tough time trying to find it at those stores now, but it's about 1/8 in thickness. Or you can go to AutoZone and pick up this carpet material, which is also about 1/8 in thickness. It's about $10 for the roll, and it's pretty sturdy, and it's also a good deadener. You can use that to posh up your headliner if you can't find the other material. Or you can use foam. But the problem with foam is that it's got a squared edge to it, so when you put that down and you wrap the headliner around it, you might see that edge. So I like to use the felt. So here's some 3M spray adhesive, the 90, and you want to get the one with the nozzle that looks like this because it has more of a direct stream when it comes to spraying. You don't want the other nozzle because then it's more of a mist. And this stuff's real good. It's strong stuff. I mean, usually it's dry on dry. You want to use this. You want to spray on the surface, and then you spray on the material itself. Wait till they get tacky, and then you apply it. But since this is a felt material, you don't really need to do that. You can start applying it right away. You can see I cut like a, I don't know, 3 to 3.5 inch in width piece, and I started to stick it down next to the grippers. And just go slow. Take your time. Start massaging it into the post there, and make sure you have no wrinkles. You don't want any bumps or anything like that. So get it nice and straight. Line it up. Go below the screws where the assist straps would go. You don't want to go over the screws there. And if you come up short on the bottom, you can always add a piece later. So then I start spraying the material itself, and nice even sprays. Don't gunk it up. Don't go too crazy. It doesn't need, you don't need a lot. The 90 spray is a good spray. It's going to stick really well. And then you basically just start rolling it over. Tuck it. You want to definitely tuck it under and then roll it so you have a nice rounded edge. And you don't need to be real wide on the post here. You actually want a space on the other side of the felt material that is down to the post metal itself, because your headliner has to glue on that, and you don't want to actually glue your headliner to this felt material. I'll show you this in a second what I mean. Again, you could always pull it off if you started to bunch up. That's why I don't go dry on dry with the material. Just spray it and start putting it on, and then if you make a mistake, you can always pull it off. Alright, so we got a nice uniform look there. It's a nice, about, I don't know, 1 to 2 inch in thickness. 1.5 inches or so. So as you can see, on this side, that's where you want it clean. You don't want the material going to the edge there, because the headliner itself is going to glue to these sections. So like I said, you don't glue to the felt, you glue to that smooth metal area. You see, I use this stuff all into the cabin of my bugs before I put the headliner in. It's a good deadener, it's a good pad to put down before you put your headliner in. It makes it look nice and posh. And then you can see here in the center square section, I actually used that carpet material from AutoZone. Okay, so now once you have your windlays down and banged into the grippers, you want to start pulling the headliner around. Now you're going to want to glue the metal surfaces, like I showed you before, on the opposite side of the felt, so the headliner will glue, and then you're going to want to glue the back side of the headliner, so you get a nice posh look, just like this. Any questions? Chris at ClassicVWBugs.com.